What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tier List Tuesdays, where we list facts, not opinions. And today is Gen 4. We're moving on with the Pokemon list. They are gaining a little bit of traction. I love it. I love it. So if you haven't seen the other ones, definitely give it a like, comment, sub if you haven't. And yeah, out of all of the Pokemon games, I feel like Gen 4 is the one that I've played the most, even though it's not my favorite. But I used to fiend on my DS Lite back in the days. And I had Diamond, and I found a copy of Pearl at the playground once and stole that shit. So don't know where my Pearl is sitting, but I do know that I have my Diamond available here. Overall, I feel like it is a solid dex. And let's start off with Turtwig. I think Turtwig is a solid starter. It is an A. I don't think he's in that S tier compared to other grass starters, but I do like him. I do like turtles. So it's a cute Pokemon. His face is a little weird, but it's a weird in a cute way, you know. Grotle is a B to me. Just not really a big fan of the way he looks. I feel like the mid-stage evolutions in this game for the starters are a little bit off-putting to me, and Grotle's just one of them. But Torterra is an S. Torterra is fucking fire, man. He has a whole tree on his back, and he is a Earth tortoise. He reminds me of the fucking tortoise in Avatar, The Last Airbender, and he's just fucking cool. Solid design. I think when I first played Diamond, I think Torterra was my first starter. I'm not 100% sure of that, so don't quote me on it. It was either between him or Empoleon. Overall, solid final design. I do think Grottle's a little weak, but compared to Torterra is an S. Chimchar, I also feel the same way. I think he's an A. I think he's cool. I don't think he's amazing like everybody says, but solid design. It's a fire monkey. What's not to love? But then Monferno is a B as well. Again, I feel like the mid stages here in this one, they're not terrible, but they're not great either. I don't know how I feel about his blue unibrow that he has on his head. I'm not really a big fan. It's giving baboon vibes, but he's not the shape of a baboon, so I'm not really too sure what's going on there. And then Infernape is also cool. I don't think Infernape is an S, though. I think he's just an A. I do like the Wukong vibes that he gives, but I'm not really, like, sold on him. I don't know why. It's just one of those Pokemon that, like, yeah, it's cool, but all he has is just fire coming out of his head. Nothing real special in my opinion. Never been like a huge Infernape guy. Piplup is an S, though. I mean, how do you not like Piplup? Piplup is the epitome of what you want in a first stage starter. It is adorable. And that's why he's so popular in the anime too, with Dawn. And I love the little cape that he has. And who the fuck doesn't like penguins, bro? Like, penguins are top 10 animal of all time. But then Prinplup is a little too prippy for me. Don't like his face. It definitely looks like the grandma ant from A Bug's Life. That's what the face reminds me of. And for that, I will give it a C, actually. I'm not really big on Prinplup. But then Empoleon is an S. I think Empoleon is so fucking cool. The mask with the crown, the fact that he has like a suit on, and I love the water steel typing, is just overall a fire ass design. Starly is a really good first round bird. I think he's really cute. That's another A right there. But then Staravia is a D. Staravia looks so stupid to me. Like, it looks so unfinished. It just looks like something that you would hunt, and I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of Staravia. I think he looks dumb. He's borderline trash. I'm not gonna lie. The face is just so stupid to me. But thank God Staraptor came in, because Staraptor is really, really cool. Even with his emo swoosh in his face. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. I still fuck with him. He's an A. Same feelings that I don't think he's S tier, but he is a very, very solid first route bird in my opinion. But Bidoof, contrary to belief, I think is actually a good design. I'm not gonna lie, he's an A. It's a beaver Pokemon, and beaver are supposed to look stupid and derpy, I feel like, and this goes perfect with it. And he's the Lord Bidoof, bro. How do you not fuck with Bidoof? But then Bibarel is so to me. He's another D. Almost borderline trash. Again, it's when the derpiness, then they grow up, and then he just looks like somebody that always wants a hug but never gets one. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of Bibarel. Kricketot, I'm so indifferent about. He's a C. They had like a weird like vibe of giving Pokemon in this generation like physical outfits, and you'll see that throughout. Empoleon has the suit. Kricketot has the suit. Kricketune. I didn't do that right, but I'll play this cry. I actually think his design is solid for a bug type. Yes, he's trash at battling, but it's pretty solid. It's a B. I like his mustache. I think it works with the base with Cricketune, and overall, it's a solid bug type Pokemon. Shinx is an S. It is so cute. It sucks that it doesn't evolve into Electric Dark with Luxray, but Shinx is really, really cute. That shit is a solid design. Instant catch. Luxio, man, I think Luxio might be an S too. Yeah, I think it's an S, and Luxray is definitely an S. I think the entire line is a solid electric type. Again, giving that electric dark type would have been so fire. It's asking for a mega that turns into one at least. Because Luxray is really, really fucking cool. Badoo, I love that they gave Roselia more love in this generation, giving her not only a pre-evo, but also a evolution. And I think Badoo is solid. I think Badoo is a B. And I think Roserade is solid too. I'll give it an A. I love that it has roses as hand, like a bouquet this time. It's just a natural progression. But again, it's one of those things where I feel like they're giving humanoid features in this generation. I feel like this is where they started it out a little bit. Because he has like this like white hair. He or she has this white hair going on. Kind of giving like middle-aged 40-year-old lesbian vibes. But it's all good. Cranidos and Rampardos. They're like rock dinosaurs. I never really liked Cranidos. I'm not going to lie. It's like a C at best. It's not a D. It's not trash. But it's a C. And Rampardos is cool. Is a B. Sheldon is actually a B as well. I actually like its design more than Cranidos in my opinion. But too bad it fucking turns into Bastiodon. My God. And yes, I know it's supposed to be ugly, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. My man's has a post-it face. His face looks like a pack of post-its, bro. It is so square. And he is so hit. He wants to be Heatran so badly. Looks like a Heatran pre-Evo if you really, really look at them, just with different fucking colors. Trash. And then we could get to full-blown trash. All of this is trash. Wormadam, Burmy, all fucking 3 designs are god-awful. What am I looking at? What am I actually looking at? They look like 3 different versions of Dingleberries. And if you don't know what a Dingleberry is, fucking Urban Dictionary that shit. It's literal shit. So that's what they look like. And Wormadam, it like what expands into different colors. No, I don't give a fuck. It looks awful. It looks garbage. They're trash. They look ugly. They're boring. They're fucking boring too. Trash. And then Mothim is a D. I don't even like moths in general, but it's not trash to the point where I'll put it in trash, but it's a D. But my God, that entire line. Some of the worst fucking design Pokemon ever. Combee is fucking cute as fuck. It's an A. I don't care how bad Combees are. And I don't care that male Combees don't turn into anything. Combees are cute as fuck. And that's where it's staying. And Vespiquen is actually a really solid design too. I give it an A. Gives Beedrill vibes, but girl version. And overall, I just think it's a fire design. Pachirisu, the champ, is also really cute as well. That's an A. I don't think it's lower. It's a cute squirrel Pokemon. What is there not to love? And Buizel is also fire. That is an A as well. I'm telling you, they have some really solid designs in this gen, and it moves on with Buizel and Floatzel. I think Floatzel is also an A. Not there to the S tier. I kind of find it weird that it just wears a fucking pool noodle the entire time. But overall, it's still a solid design. It's a nice, cute orange sea otter. Harem is a B. It's literally just berries with a face on it, if we're being honest. And Cherim, I think, is trash. I'm sorry. It just covers the face, and it's literally just a plant. It's an upside down plant that's covered its face. Like, to me, there's no progression there. It just looks like it doesn't want to step out, and overall, it's just a fucking trash design. I hate it. The other form of Cherim, I'm blanking on the names. I think this is like the sunshine form or whatever. It's okay. It's a B. I think it's cute. I think it's a better natural progression from Cherim or Cheriboo. I think this is Cherry Boo, actually, or whatever the fuck. Shellos, it looks like they don't have the male version. I do have the same feelings about both of them, though. I think Shellos is a A. I think it's cute, actually. And then Gastrodon's a little bit weirder, but it's not terrible. I'll give it a B. It's okay designs. Good typing, though, but it's not like my favorite. Ambipom, yeah, his nose, man. It just, I don't know why they gave him that haircut. I don't know why they gave him that nose. It looks like he does a lot of lines, and now he had to like cut off his nose. Yeah, I don't know, man. Why his fingers on the back of his ass red? He's running red lights out here, man. What he really doing with those fingers? You know what I mean? And then like the rest of him is just unproportionate. Not really a fan of Ambipom. Drifloon, I actually think is a cool design. To get a ghost hot air balloon Pokemon is just kind of cool. I give Drifloon a B, and I actually think Drifloon is a really solid design. I think it's an A. I remember when I first saw the Pokemon, I thought it was not a good design. I was like, what am I looking at? And at that point, I used to think that like inanimate objects was kind of stupid designs for Pokemon. I've completely changed my opinion on that now because I feel like they've made some of their best Pokemon when it comes to inanimate objects. But yeah, I think it's a solid design. I think it's an A. Baneri is really cute. It's an A. Cool normal type. And then Lopunny is an S for, you know, no apparent reason really. I just think it's a solid design. It has really good ass sets when it comes to Pokemon design, and overall she's just fucking thick as fuck. So Miss Magius is a really good design. I like Mischievous a lot. I don't like Miss Magius as much though. I'll put it in A. I still think it's a solid design, but again, it's one of those Pokemon where they just give hats to it and then call it a day. And same thing with Honchkrow, evolution to Murkrow. I think it's an A as well. Given the Dawn vibes, given the hat vibes, solid bird, nothing bad about it. Glameow, I actually really like its design. I love the coily tail that it has. Solid cat Pokemon, and Per Ugly is ugly, but it goes with the design. I will give it a B though. I don't think it's as good as anything in A, but I'll definitely put it in the B category. Per Ugly is supposed to be ugly. It's in the name. I'm not gonna give it trash because I think it's ugly. It's a fat cat, man. It's a fat cat. Chingling is so unnecessary to me. I'm not gonna lie. We did not need a pre-evolution to Chimecho. It's a C. I don't like its face. It's a Bell Pokemon. Nothing crazy, but it's definitely not D territory. Stunky is a B. I feel the same way about Stunky and Skunk Tank. I can never pronounce that name. I even had one in the series that I'm doing on the channel, and I couldn't pronounce it, but I feel the same about them. They're just skunk Pokemon. Great typing though. Poison Dark is always good, but this is all about visuals and not competitive play. Bronzor and Bronzong. I think Bronzor is okay. It's a B. I think it's good, but then I was never a fan of Bronzong. I'm not gonna lie. Bronzong is a C. Yeah, it's like a metal psychic bell, but it's like, okay, I don't know. I've never been a fan of it, honestly, and I don't know what it is about it. I really wish I could put it into words. I don't think it's terrible again. I mean, it goes into C, but it's not one of my favorites when it comes to design. Bonsly is another one that I feel like was only added for the anime, but it's solid. It's a B. Sudowoodo really didn't need a pre-evo, but it just looks like a rock type Badoo, if I'm being honest. Mr. Mime, and this is where we go to all the pre-evos that they added. Mime Jr., actually. I think it's actually cute. Too bad it turns into a fucking Mr. Mime. I think it's an A. I think it's adorable, honestly. And Happiny is another one. It's a C. I'm not a big Chansey guy, you know? I'm not a big Happiny guy either. Why does she have an egg at such an early age? She's like a fucking preteen mom, not even. Chatot as a design factor of its head being a musical note. Creative. But it's a fucking Chatot. Like, this is like the squawkabilly of this generation. So I think the most I could give it is a C, honestly. I'm not a like major fan of it. Spiritomb though is a S. Spiritomb is fucking cool. First of all, is it a legendary or not? Because in the original game, when you catch it in the fucking hole, it starts playing the legendary music, and I always used to think it was a legendary. Then when you fight Cynthia, it's like, oh shit, she has a legendary. But no, she just has a regular fucking Spiritomb. Cool design though. Love the face that it gives. It gives like Billy and Mandy vibes. Solid Pokemon. Next up, we got Gibble. I actually like Gibble. I think Gibble is an A. I do like the small land shark. Gabite is really not my favorite though. I think I'm gonna put it in D. I'm not really a big fan. I don't know why. It just looks a little weird, looks unfinished. But then Garchomp is fire. Garchomp is a S, man. Fire ass Pokemon. Fire ass design, fire ass colors. But if it was a shiny video, my man's is going straight into trash. His shiny is god awful. Munchlax, I fuck with. It's an A. Come on. Baby version of Snorlax. Lenlax, it's part of the channel. How can we not love it? Riolu and Lucario are both S's. Who really doesn't like Lucario, honestly? He's the Anubis Pokemon. They knew that they created a banger with Lucario. That's how good his design is. He was in fucking Smash, bro. And he's not even a legendary or like a starter Pokemon. And he was in Smash. That's how cool Lucario is. S all the way. Hippopotas, his nostrils piss me off, man. And then his little, like, 2 little eyes. Not really a fan, but it's not terrible. Actually, nah, it goes into D. Hippopotas is a D. Hippowdon, though, I think he's going into B. Overall, solid design. I like that the sand is coming out of its body. I think that's really good. Scorpio is, and I don't know if I said that right. It's a C. I don't know, man. Its eyes kind of piss me off. And then Drapion is really cool. I put it in A. I think it's a solid design. I like that its fangs, it has like arms through its head. I kind of fuck with that. Solid typing again too. Krogunk, I actually think is a good design. I think this is a good frog Pokemon. It's a B. And then Toxicroak is also really cool too. I think it's an A. I love the like little fang middle fingers that it got going on. It's literally flipping everybody off all at once. I kind of fuck with that. So Carvine is the most useless Pokemon I think they've ever created ever. Honestly, it's a D. I don't like its eyes. I don't like that it doesn't evolve into anything. It's just such a blah Pokemon. It just looks unfinished. I don't know why they made it, honestly. To get a Venus flytrap Pokemon and then not do anything with it, at least give it an evolution or something, because I don't know. Finneon and Lumineon are, again, the most basic water type Pokemon ever, but they're not ugly. They're not bad design. They're just fish. So I guess they're both in B. I'm indifferent about them, really. It would have been cool if they got like the fairy typing or something, made them a little bit more interesting, but overall, they're just a B. Mantike, although cute, was really unneeded in my opinion as well. I'll give it a B as well, though. It's cute, but it's not like A tier level in my opinion. Snover, I don't know why, but Snover just pisses me off with its head. And so does Abomasnow. He kind of looks like Zoidberg as well from Futurama. I said that in the first episode, but Snover itself is a, he's a C, honestly. Abomasnow is a little bit better. He's a B. Weavile, though, that's a S. Weavile is such a cool design, bro. I love the little gem on its head, the red, like, hair, whatever the hell that's supposed to be, its claws. Look at its stance and its sprite, too. It's really cool. Magnezone, I've never been a fan of. I think Magnezone, honestly, goes into C. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't like that it looks like a UFO, and it just, like, doesn't give the vibe of what a Magneton would turn into. I never really been a fan of it. Licky as a joke Pokemon, though, I actually think it's funny. I put it in B. Rhyperior is another one where I'm like, I hate its tail. I hate that its tail turns into a ball rock in the back. I just never been a fan of it, so I think it's gonna go into C. Not big on Rhyperior. Not big on it. And then Tangela Growth is D as well. Again, it's one of those that I'm just like, why? I didn't like Tangela to begin with. They just made him bigger. It's weird. Electivire, though, is actually pretty cool. I'll put Electivire in A. Magmortar is another one where I'm just like so indifferent about, but he's not terrible. He's not C status. I'll put him in B. Magmortar's a B. Togekiss, again, I feel like it's just a B mon. It's better than Togetic. I fucking hate Togetic, but Togekiss is not that bad. It's not terrible. It's just a little bit weirdly shaped, but it's not a terrible design. Yanmega is really cool for a dragonfly Pokemon. I think it's an A. Gets speed boost too. That's really fucking cool. Should have been Bug Dragon. I don't know why they're so hesitant on making Bug Dragon Pokemon. Leafeon, it's just the Eevees, man. Leafeon's a S. Solid design. Love the green on it. It's like a pastel leafy green. No pun intended. Love the eyes. I think I've given like every Eevee an A or a S. Glaceon to me is also an A. I don't think it's bad at all. Yes, it could have had more ice vibes to it. I feel like it's just like light blue, but I love its little cute ponytail hair design in the front. They can't go wrong with the Eevees, man, I swear. Except Flareon. Flareon sucks. Gliscor is an S, man. That is a cool ass design, bro. It's like a scorpion bat, and I love the purple on it. I love its eyes. Its eyes looks fucking crazy in game, and it's a great typing too. Ground flying, you don't see much of. Mamoswine is also really good. I'll give Mamoswine an A. It's a mammoth Pokemon. What is there not to love? Yeah, it looks like it has like a mask or something, like it's a superhero or some shit, but bro, it's a fucking furry elephant. Porygon Z is weird, but it's not terrible. I'll give it a B. I don't think it's anything crazy, but I don't think it's anything bad either. I like the eye though. I like that it always looks like it's been confused or knocked out like in the anime. Gallade is fire. I love that they made a split Evo for Ralts, and this one is a solid one. It's an S. I was debating on putting it on A, but I like it better than anything else that's an A, so it has to go straight up to S. Solid design. Love the stance. Like that it has blade elbows. That shit's fire. Probopass is fucking trash, guys. I'm sorry. I can't with Probopass. It's just never been a Pokemon that I liked, man. Like, I get the concept, but I don't like its nose. I didn't even like Nosepass to begin with, and now it just looks even dumber. Come on, it's a fucking Probopass, bro. Is there any Probopass fans here? I don't think so. And if you are, put yourselves in the comments. Defend your boy, but not me. Dusknoir is fire. Dusknoir is an A as well. Almost S tier, but I think Dusknoir is fire. Solid ghost design. I like that its stomach opens up into a mouth. I think that's really, really cool. One of those evolutions that we didn't need it, but glad that we have it. Frostlass is so fire. Fun fact, Armaldo was my first level 100 Pokemon that I ever had. Frostlass was number 2. I used to play a lot of Diamond and Pearl. Got that shit to a level 100. I used to love this Pokemon and was actually on one of my teams when I was trying to play competitive as a young kid back in the day, but definitely not skilled enough to do that anymore. Rotom is also really fire too. I think Rotom is an S. I don't know why. It's just one of those Pokemon that are like small, cute, but have like this like lore to them. And another one that I thought the same way with Spiritomb. I thought it was a legendary Pokemon. It's not. It's like electricity with like a soul or something. I don't know what the orange thing is supposed to be, but who cares? Rotom is cool. Everybody loves Rotom. Simple. I love it. And we could do the appliances since it's different forms. Rotom Heat is pretty cool. That's an A. Wash. I know it's basic to put it, but it's a S, man. I like doing laundry. Do you guys like doing laundry? Because I do. Washing machine, man. And it has a little hose on it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool design. A fridge. Don't mind if I do. It's an S as well. I like to eat, so I'm on my big back shit. Fan is an A as well. It's cool. And then lawnmower. I don't got no lawn in New York, bro. I do think it's a cool design, so I'll give it an A as well. I don't think it's bad. And now we're getting to the legendaries. I will say in Gen 4, they had some solid legendaries. This is like up to par with Gen 3 when it comes to legendary design. We could start off with Uxie. Uxie, to me, is a great legendary Pokemon in my opinion. I don't know. I love the mustard hair. I love that it's a little bob cut. I love that it's always sleeping. It's an A. Close to S. I really like it. I really like the little spirit vibes that it gives. Mesprit is also an A. And actually, Azelf is also an A as well. I think they're all 3 A's. I would put Azelf in front of Mesprit. I think Mesprit is the least favorite one. Uxie's definitely my favorite out of the 3. And you can't go wrong with them. So it's pretty good. Dialga is an S. Palkia is an S. Space and Time, man. And they are so fucking cool. I thought at the time they were one of the best looking legendary Pokemon, but now I feel like I like some more than others. I'll probably do a ranking for all legendary Pokemon and kind of really debate where they'll be in a tier list instead of just always throwing them at S. But bro, the legendaries in the first couple of gens are so cool looking. Like they body it, man. It's really good. They definitely know what they're doing when it comes to box art legendaries. And I still am the type that I like Palkia more than I like Dialga. And I also like the typing of Water Dragon more. Even though I used to always think, why is it a Water Dragon? It just makes no sense, but doesn't matter. Really cool design. Could have been Psychic Dragon, but overall, really fire. Love the legendaries in this gen. Heatran is also cool. Like I said, it looks like a Bastiodon. Am I bugging? It kind of looks like him. But never been like a big Heatran guy. I'll put it in B. I think Heatran is okay. I don't think it's amazing. Good typing. I like Fire Steel, but that's about it. Regigigas is really cool though. I love that this was like the main guy of the original 3 Regis. Terrible ability, but I'll give it an A. I think its design is cool. I like that it has moss growing out of it, and overall it's just a menacing giant look that I fuck with the Regis. I'll give it an A. Giratina is an S, and Origin Form is also an S. I mean, bro, Giratina is so cool. Distortion World, Pokemon Platinum, it's just one of those things where I feel like I wish they would have dove in a little bit more, spending a little bit more time in the Distortion World in Platinum, because such a cool design, man. It's snake form in the air, and it's literally the devil Pokemon itself, and that boy thick, man. I remember I took hours trying to catch Giratina without a Master Ball when I first played Diamond, and you had to go through like the secret forest, and I just remember like Googling where to go catch him and shit, and I was like so hype as a kid. Yeah, Giratina is just fucking cool, and the color scheme is so fire. Gold, black, red, gray. Can't go wrong. Fire design, man. They bodied it. Cresselia, I think Cresselia is okay. I think it's an A. I like it better than anything in B, but I don't think it's like amazing. I like that it's a counterpart to Darkrai. Fion and Manaphy. You know, I don't know why I always used to think that they were Gen 3 Pokemon, but Fion to me is just a B. It's not terrible. It's not great. Manaphy's a little bit better. I'll give it an A. And then Darkrai is an S. Another one, man. It's so cool, bro. Darkrai is so cool. When they had the event to catch him, I like fiend to go get that guy. Shaman is an S, man. It is so cute. I used to have a Hedgehog, by the way. Weird fact. And it just looked like a Shaman. Shamans are adorable, man. They're so cute. Skyform Shaman, I think is an A, though. I don't think it's that great. Its face kind of doesn't match the way it looks like as a Shaman regularly. But I still think it's not a terrible design. I think it's still an A. And it's cool that it like floats in its animation in the games. And finally, the God Pokemon itself, Arceus S. Again, I feel like they went crazy with the legendaries in this game. And Arceus is no different. Love the white gold design. And it really just has one of those menacing looks that I fuck with when it comes to legendaries. It's too bad that the event that they like made never actually made it into the game with the whole flute and the sky pillar going up above. I don't know why Pokemon does that, man. You guys have such cool concepts and y'all don't just fucking follow through with it. It makes absolutely no sense. But Arceus is a S. And just taking a look at the list, this is pretty solid on how I feel. Not a lot of trash mons, definitely just one full line of them, because I don't think it was a bad dex, but overall nothing amazing either, you know, like but I do have a lot of S in it though, so maybe I do. I mean, it's a lot of Pokemon there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching again. Like, comment, sub if you haven't, and until the next one, peace.